Well, of course, we cannot approve what's going. In Gaza, it's a brutal war in the Palestinians, and it's not acceptable for humanitarian. To destroy all the city it's not the way of solving the problem. They should listen to the Palestinian people. They should listen to it, but it should, because it's same methods. It has been done in Rojava. Those brutals also are attacking. Maybe it's the same way. Maybe Israel is killing the people by bullets, by rockets, and by artillery, but those people are slaughtering the people on the streets. The same brutal war. So, I think one case shouldn't cover the other case. So I think the struggle for the people, even in Gaza or in Rojava, is for democracy, their freedom, is their right. It's connected to each other in one way, by defending the democracy and humanitarian rights and so. The Kurdish people, not the Kurdish, the people of the administration, which they are Kurds and Syrians and Arabs sharing in these cantons, are defending themselves. And unfortunately, all of things focused in Gaza instead of what's going on Rojava. This is the military case. For the political, I think everybody, especially in the internationally, they are paying no attention more than other places. They're just taking a rest of it, because after Geneva II was collapsed, they are looking for new opportunities, and so maybe the political solution for Syria is postponed. Maybe they want to change something before that. Before sitting and continuing the dialogue again. So they want to change something on the ground before that, and especially, those ISIS is extended to Iraq also. So it's not more. The situation in Syria alone is a regional problem now. So we don't know. Maybe in future there will be some other efforts, for dialogue or dealing with the issue from another point, not only the Syria as a Syrian conflict, but it's Middle East conflict. As you know now, ISIS, we still believe ISIS is a tool in some other's hand. ISIS is using to attack our areas. It means they are trying to evacuate the Kurdish areas, to evacuate Rojava. But because we could organize the people and defend themselves, it's now stabilized if you compare with other parts of Syria. So it depends on the Kurdish resistance. Because ISIS is a kind of organizations, is just the name, but all the parts, they have their own ISIS people inside. The regime has part of them, and maybe the others, NATO has part of them, Turkey has part of them, Saudi Arabia part of them. They are using ISIS as, according to their political, directing the ISIS according to their interests and benefits. Actually, we have an historical, natural democracy in our areas. Even maybe since hundreds or thousands of years. Because now the components of the area, the society, the communities, the Kurdish community living with the Syrians, living with the Arabs, with the Turkmens, all together since hundreds of years, and we have natural democracy among us. And this is the opportunity for ourselves, especially in Rojava, to move together. And because of that, now the system we are trying to establish, or we have established, put the seeds of it, of this democracy. It's a kind of growing the natural democracy what we have before. And we are this democratic self-administration, established in these three cantons. We have a social contract, we have many rules, even for the elections, for the parties, and so to all to be in the same area is agreed by all the components. So it's in very democratic way. For I mean, women rights, everything. I mean, it's very different. And we consider this one not only as a solution for the Kurdish areas, but also it could be an example for all Syria. I mean, future Syria. This model we are establishing in our areas, and we talk to the Arab components, Arab parties, which we are, in contact with them. Really, they see this model is very valid for all Syria. It could be an example for all Syria in a democratic way, and the others. And more than that, we consider this example, this a model could be a model for all Middle East. We have an expression in Kurdish people, say the resistance is life. So if you live, you have to resist. So the resistance actually, even in the ground or politically, diplomatically, the resistance it's became a style of the life for us. We have, now if you look at the Rojava, we are fighting from one side against those brutals. We are, making contacts, dialogue with the components, with the societies, with the communities living together. We are extending our hands to the Arabs to make the brotherness and to keep the relations very good. And we are have dialogue with the others. Even for Europe, I am here in Europe maybe since 2 years, knocking all the doors just to make them to listen to us, making contacts with the Turks and so on. So resistance of all kinds. We don't get tired, we don't get fed up. We have to resist, as this expression, because we believe the resistance is the life.